Hello everyone, this is Ryan again with FUNDI Labs, and today I'm going to show you how to use your FUNDI tokens to create a fund for humanity to raise for you or your difference and distribute payments to applicants. So first, you need to go to fundilabs.io/mycampaigns and create an account. You can either use your crypto wallet on Base or email account to create an account and log in. For this example, I'll be using Gmail to make it quick and easy. So once you create an account, you want to make sure that you have enough FUNDI or USDC on Base to create a fund for humanity. If you need to fund your account, you can send FUNDI or USDC to your wallet address to update your balance. Currently, the price to create a fund for humanity is 1,000 FUNDI or 15 USDC. So in this case, we have enough to create a fund for humanity campaign. So the first thing you would like to do is upload an image to explain what your fund for humanity is for. In this example, I will be creating a breast cancer fund to directly help applicants with financial aid for the cost of treatment and recovery. Next, you want to add more information about you and your organization where people can learn more about you. Next, you want to select what type of fund for humanity you are creating. In this example, we are creating a mutual aid fund. Next, we will write a description for what this fund for humanity is for. Donors and applicants. This section should also give instructions or information needed from applicants to be considered for approval. Now that we have filled out the campaign information, it is time to update the fund information. The owner percent determines how much per donation will be available for you as the owner to withdraw from the fund for humanity. For example, if you set this to 10%, you as the owner will receive 10% per donation and your applicant pool will receive the other 90%. If you set this to 0, then 100% of donations will go to your applicants. If you set this to the maximum percentage of 98%, then you will receive the maximum amount of donations without any applicant pool. So in this example, I'll be using 10% to show how the applicant pool works. Next, you set your preferred currency. Funds for Humanity can receive any ERC20 on Base Chain, but we currently only support USDC or Ethereum on our web application. So we will leave this at USDC for now. Next, we will set our goal for how much money we'd like to raise and the maximum payment for approved applicants. Lastly, you can choose how to pay for your Fund for Humanity using FUNDI tokens or USDC. Please note that 2% of donations go to FUNDI Labs for the cost of managing our web application. All right, now we're ready to check FUNDI Labs terms and create a fund for humanity. Okay, great. The Breast Cancer Aid Fund for Humanity has been created. Let's refresh our page and see our new Fund for Humanity. Now that our Fund for Humanity has been created, let's take a look and see how to use it. At first glance, you can transparently see how much money has been raised for applicants, along with how many applications have been reviewed and claimed. Anyone who sees your Fund for Humanity can see these allocated payments for applications and has the option to donate or apply for aid. Before I show you how to distribute payments, we need to ensure that we have enough USDC in our Fund for Humanity for approval. Anyone can donate to your Fund for Humanity a few ways. They can either fund their account in USDC and donate here, campaign address on Base Chain, here. In this example, we will donate $5 using our web application. Now that the donation has been sent and the Fund for Humanity balance has been updated, let's take a look at the fund information. On our first tab, you can see all the contributions made to the Fund for Humanity. Here's that $5 donation that we just made. In our next tab, you can see applications that have been submitted to your fund for your approval. This is where you can approve or deny applicants, and donors can choose to directly sponsor applications. This is also where you can update how often you would like to automate payments for approved applications. The default is 10 seconds, which means that approved applications will receive payment 10 seconds after approval. We will come back to this section once we have applicants to approve. The last tab shows more FUNDI asset details about your Fund for Humanity NFT that is tokenized on FUNDI protocol. Now that our account is funded, I'm going to show you how to withdraw your allocated funds and manage your applicants. First, let's go back to My Campaigns to withdraw our 10% that is allocated to the fund owner. Go to Withdraw. As you can see, available for withdrawal for the owner. This is 10% of the donated funds from that first donation that we sent. Okay. Now we can see our USDC balance is 50 cents from that withdrawal. Now that our Fund for Humanity has been funded, I'm going to show you how to manage applications. First, we need to create an application. Owners cannot apply to their own Fund for Humanity, so that donations allocated to campaign owners stays consistent with the original allocation set when the campaign was originally created. So for now, we're going to need to log in with a different account to apply. For this application, I'm going to request a payment of 2 USDC that will be sent to this beneficiary address. I will also include my X profile so that the fund owner can verify me for approval. I recommend using the best way to contact you using your social media or email so campaign owners can verify that you are legitimate. Now that our application is filled, we're ready to apply. Okay, let's refresh our page and see if our application went through. Okay, great. Our application went through. Now let's log back into the owner account and see what our options are. Now that we are logged in as the Fund for Humanity owner, let's open the application and take a look at what our options are. We can see all the application information submitted and have 4 options for the applicant. We can approve, decline, cancel, or sponsor this application. Approve can send payments or allows the applicant to manually claim. Decline denies the application payment. Cancel allows the owner or applicant to withdraw the application. And the last option is sponsor, which allows anyone to directly send payment for application, even if it's not denied. This is a powerful tool that allows donors to directly send money to applicants for direct impact. Now that we understand all of our options, let's take a look at our options as an owner to send payments. These batch options can approve or deny multiple applications at once. Distribute payments allows you to manually send payments to all approved applicants before your next payment interval has been set. For this example, it's set to 10 seconds, so once we approve this application, in 10 seconds, the payment will send. Now we can see that the application has been approved. Now I'm going to log in as the applicant and see if the payment sends in 10 seconds. Now that I logged back in as the applicant, let's go to My Applications and check the application status. The payment has been claimed and the payment has been received. Now that you've seen how to create and manage a Fund for Humanity, you are ready to fund your difference. This platform empowers individuals and organizations to transparently raise funds for their goals, automate payments, and create real impact on-chain. Whether you're a humanitarian cause, a community project, or your own initiative, Funds for Humanity makes it simple, secure, and transparent. But we're just getting started, and your feedback helps with what comes next. What features would you like to see added to Funds for Humanity? Drop your ideas in the comments below and be a part of the future of impact funding. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use this tool to make a difference. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you